Magnus, for all your talk of ruling the world, it is the world that rules you that has made the bitter man before me.
Oh, how I've waited to say these two words to you, old friend. Shut up.
I'm feeling it. Feel the legs pushing up on the stairs. I'm feeling it. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky.
So yeah, X-Men 97 just kind of did his little debut. So if y'all saw the intro, that's how I felt about Charles Xavier. Let me say this right now. I'll make it very quick. This review's going to be very quick, not very long. My favorite Charles Xavier is always X-Men First. X-Men First Class. James McAvoy is good. But I say my favorite Charles Xavier is really X-Men Evolution. I just like that Charles. He felt like he was 5 steps ahead of a lot of things. He didn't really like... He knew not to give his X-Men. He knew better not to do what he did. He knew Magneto better than anybody, so he would never gave him the keys to the kingdom, which is his school, which is the X-Men. This Charles, not so much. Even in the show, I wasn't a big fan of Charles Xavier. I actually start liking Charles a little bit more with Patrick Stewart, and I actually like Charles Xavier and X-Men Evolution. I ain't talking about Wolverine and X-Men Charles Xavier. He sucks. And James McAvoy Charles Xavier is fantastic. I like him too. Just First Class, Days of Future Past, and that's about it. Apocalypse, not so much, and we're not talking about Dark Phoenix. But everything else, I enjoy it. So, but yeah, this was what they did in here. They left you at 2 cliffhangers, and my God, are they cliffhangers? So the team is split up. You have Team Blue and I think Team Gold. I could be wrong. And one team goes into space to handle Magneto, and the other team goes to where Bastion headquarters is trying to deactivate his system so the Sentinels, humanoid Sentinels, doesn't come back online. Because the goal is to get Magneto to redo what he did, turn back the power and everything. But Magneto said he's done. He's done. And you hear him and you feel for him. Like, this is the first time where I actually am on Magneto. I'm like, you know what? Screw you, Charles. He did what you... And it's like, with the way Charles was talking to him, it's like, you're letting this... I'm looking like, no, man, you told him to do it. He did exactly what you did. You lied, and you said you died, and you did it. Cyclops pissed at him. Jean's pissed at him. Everybody's pissed at him. And the way he handled it was fucked up. We get that you had to do this so you want to live your own life and maybe give a peace, but the way you went about it was wrong. And he's like, oh, I want y'all to forgive me. You need to apologize to Magneto and read his mind. He got into his mind. It's like, you can't really see the pain he's feeling. And it's one thing after another. But yeah, this was good. And then Rogue and Sunspire kind of joined Magneto's crusade to not give the humans another chance. But you can't blame Rogue or what happened with Gambit and Genosha. And you can't really blame Sunspire. Like I said, the more Magneto talks, the more he makes sense. And the more you see, the more he's like, yeah, F this. And you got it. You definitely understand where he's coming from. Now, with that being said, we go in and get into spoiler territory. I mean spoilers. If you made it this far in this video. Boy, oh boy. Those 2 cliffhangers. Like I said, you had Team Storm, Team Forge, Team Beast, Team Jean, Team Cable. Then you had, on the other side, going to take on Magneto and Asteroid M. I think the last time we saw Asteroid M was in Evolution. Was to take on Rogue, Sunspot, and Magneto. Wolverine, Charles, Cyclops, and Jubilee. And I think that was it. And Morph. No, Morph was down there with them, yes. And that was the team. Sinister took on Jean. Beast took on some of the Sentinels. Morph kind of was trying to get to Bastion, and that's on Earth. Beast and Morph, Storm and Forge took on the Sentinels in the sky, Then we get to space. Magneto, Cyclops, and Charles, Jubilee, Sunspot, Wolverine, and Rogue. We get to one of the probably the most exciting thing I've seen this whole year. And we get to Magneto. We think Charles is finally going to get Magneto, but what happened was Cyclops stopped him because Jean was about to die again by a force. And Cyclops said, we need to go back to help team, whatever. And he's like, no. It was too late. Magneto got full control. He got Cyclops locked up. He got everybody locked up. He was that pissed off. But man, the way he did Wolverine, just out the comics, I was like, I'm done. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. I geeked the hell out. Then I was like, yo, that's how you end it. So I'm just going to gather my thoughts. And you probably say, Josh, you didn't really spoil it. I know. Y'all need to go see it. So here's the thing. I think they're going to do another time thing. There's no way. You're killing off too many characters, and it's just not really going to do what I'm saying. It's just too much they're doing right now, which is not a bad thing. I would love it. But if you kill them off and we just got the show back, I can see this as like a season finale, series finale. But no, you can't do it like that. But it's glorious, and I'm digging everything what they're doing. I'm loving it. But yeah, they're doing too much. They're killing too many characters off, and it's just not. It's not going to really sit well with the fans. Now again, for me, I don't care. I love it. We're following source material. However, I understand where the fans are coming from. With that being said, what do I give this episode? 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whatever. It deserves every one of both of those scores. I ain't got nothing else to say, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not gone see, please go check it out. And I'll put a clip in the beginning how I felt about Charles Xavier. Magneto said it all, and it's then some. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As always, have a Johnson day. The outro will end it for you, and I'll talk to you later.